Hello students, this is your point number 5, the schoolboy. The schoolboy in the poem is not a happy child. What makes him unhappy? Why does he compare himself to a bird that lives in a cage or a plant that withers when it should blossom? So the mentality, the emotion of a schoolboy is compared to a bird in cage as well as a plant that is going to wither without even blossoming properly. But why does he say so? Let us start. I love to rise in a summer morn. Morn means morning. So the poet desires to rise in a summer morning when the birds sing on every tree. The distant huntsman winds his horn. He wants to get up in the lap of nature in the morning when birds are around him singing on the trees, and from a distance a huntsman, a hunter, winds his horn, and the skylark sings with me. Skylark is a singing bird, a beautiful singing bird. Oh, what sweet company. So in the first paragraph the poet desires what he wants to be and what he wants for himself on a beautiful summer morning. But to go to school in a summer morn, oh, it drives all joy away. Now he says it was his desire, but the desire is not fulfilled. And in fact, he has to go to school in a summer morning. And the name of school, the name of even going to school, makes his joy drives away. Under a cruel eye outworn, he says that sitting for the whole day, the little ones spend a day, the little one, the students spend the entire day under the cruel eye outworn. That means under the eyes of teachers, where they are not free. They are not free to do whatever they want. They have to be in discipline, they have to study, they have to follow the instructions by the teachers. In sighing and dismay, sighing means taking deep breaths in hopelessness. Dismay means hopelessness. So he says he desires to rise up and enjoy the nature, and in spite of that, he has to go to school, sit in discipline for the entire day, sighing in hopelessness. Oh, men at times I drooping sit. Drooping means with sad face, like the flowers droop down. Then at times I drooping sit and spend many an anxious hour. Nor in my book I can take delight, nor sit in learning's bower. He says that it was kind of unwillingness that he doesn't even get any pleasure in the books. Delight means pleasure. Nor he could sit in learning's bower. Bower means a tree, a green shady tree. So he doesn't take any interest in learning, even sitting under such a full-fledged tree, which shows a very good school here. Worn through with the dreary shower. He says, I am just worn out. I am just tired with the unfruitful shower. That means the poet wants to say that my parents send me to school for learning something, but because I am not interested in learning, the entire effort of school and teachers goes unfruitful. How can the bird that is born for joy sit in a cage and sing? Now he compares himself with a bird that is sitting in a cage. He says when the bird is made to sit in a cage, how do you expect him to be happy and sing? The same way the child wants to say that I am just like in a cage and you want me to be happy to learn? No. How can a child when fears annoy but droop his tender wing? Droop, I already told you. Drooping means sadding, to become so much sad with a drooping neck, but drooping his tender wing. Tender means very soft, like new buds, and forgot his youthful spring. He says when he has to be blossomed in the youthful spring at that early age of his life, he was made to go to school daily early in the morning under the eyes of teachers, under the discipline of teachers and schools. So, how can you feel that I can learn anything or I can get joy? O father, O mother, if buds are nipped. Now he addresses his father and mother that if buds are nipped, nip means to stop at a very early age. Nipping in the bud is a proverb which means to cut at a very tender age, to stop from growth at a very early age. So he addresses his father and mother that if buds are nipped and blossoms blown away, and if the tender plants are stripped means taken away of their joy in the springing day by sorrow and care's dismay. Now he says that I am in a very early age. This is not the time to get burdened with studies and so much care and so much burden. It is the time when my tender mind, like the tender plants, should grow in the springing day. This is the time, this is the early childhood which needs carelessness, not carefulness. How shall the summer arise in joy, or the summer fruit appear? He says, when the summer will come, how can the joy will appear and how can it be fruitful? That means when I will grow old, how will you expect me to be fruitful? That means successful here. So he says that we should not burden the child in a very early age, like 4 or 5 years, to send him in a routine school to make him learn things. This is not for you, class 8. This is for younger children, for and toddlers, you can say. So the child wants to say that this is the time we should take rest, we should live a carefree, careless life, enjoying nature to the fullest in our own ways. Thank you.